Om Namah Shivaya. Before changing the world, we have to change ourselves. Shiva embodies Dhyana and Nartana. He meditates and he dances. He is contemplative and joyful. What a contrast. How often do we find ourselves uttering these 5 syllables? NAMAH Shivaya. The next piece is an invocation using this pancha-akshar into a stotra, written by Aadi Shankaracharya in praise of the highest in an individual, our own Shiva tatva, the all-knowing, all-wise within each one of us, that which represents the 5 elements of nature: Bhumi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, and Akash. The name Shiva means auspicious. He is the symbol of self-sufficiency. Shiva's physical manifestation has deep symbolism. Look out for these in this dance. Nagendra Haaraya, Raga Mishr Bairagi, Taal, Khemta.
Om Namah Shivaya. The king of snakes is his garland. He is Nagabhushana. The snake, due to the recasting of its skin, signifies the transition, birth, death, and mortality. Therefore, the presence of the snake is very important in the most powerful symbol of change, the opening of Shiva's third eye. Shiva rubs Shamshan Bhasma all over his body, ashes from the cemetery, the final form of what remains of our material world, the ultimate wisdom when all ignorance has been burnt. Shiva is steady, stambhu, pure, every day, eternally. He wears the endless sky as his garments. Shiva's matted locks signifies wisdom, Gyan. But what good is Gyan if it's all tied up, stale and static? So, Mandakini, River Ganga herself, flows gently from Shiva's matted locks, signifying the dynamism of his all-rounded learning. Shiva rides on Nandi, the bull. Not fast but steady. He is a symbol of dharma. His companions are everyone who's ostracized by society: Bhoot, Pishach, Nag, Pramathis, and they are led by our beloved, his son, Ganapati. Shiva is Maheshwar, the one who conquers the inner enemy and then he dances. The hibiscus flower is our offering to this Adi Yogi. Shiva is Ardhanarishwar. The lotus-faced Gauri, his wife, has half his body. Shiva and Gauri are symbols of mutual penance. One is the fruit of the other's tapasya. Sati's untimely death shakes Shiva out of his reverie. He unleashes his rage and destroys her father Daksha's yagna. During the churning of the cosmic ocean, he was the only one who was willing to swallow the poison, showing Jiva Rakshana, protection of lives. He stores this dark-colored poison in his throat, showing Loka Karuna and self-control. He has a majestic bull on his flag and love for all creatures in his heart. The wisest of sages, Agastya, Gautama, Vasishtha, all the gods of Devaloka, they're trying to match Shiva's capacity for penance. The brightness of the sun, the calmness of the moon, the energy of Agni in his third eye, all coexist within him. Shiva carries the Pinaka bow, which is a symbol of the Omkar. His trident, the Trishula, destroys pain at all 3 levels, accepting everything as it comes. And the Damaru, his preferred percussion instrument, is a paradox that is Shiva himself: music on the outside and silence within. Using these symbols of Sanatan Dharma, timeless and eternal coexistence, Shiva destroys for the sake of creation and then he dances. You would have seen the Natraj pose, made iconic by the Chola dynasty. In that pose, Shiva stands on his right leg, firm and still like the soul. His left leg is raised up and his left hand is pointing to the raised leg, which symbolizes the turbulence of the material world. And his message to us is, Abhaya, do not be afraid of the turbulence of our life. Instead, focus on the stillness of the soul. Let us all invoke this all-knowing, all-wise Shiva Tattva that exists in each and every one of us. Presenting Nagendra Haaraya.
Nagendra Haaraya Trilochanaya Nagendra Haaraya Trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya Mandakini महेश्वराय महेश्वराय मंदार पुष्प बहु पुष्प सुपूजिताय पुष्प सुपूजिताय पुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय शिवाय गौरी शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्ज वृन्द शिवाय गौरी शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्ज वृन्द सूर्याय दक्ष धोरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय वशिष्ठ कुम्भोद्भव गौतमार्य मुनीन्द्र देवार्चित शेखराय चन्द्रार्क वैश्वानरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय यक्षस्वरूपाय यक्षस्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्राय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगंबराय दिगंबराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय